Falgoris. Just right up here. A tiny Falgori just dancing away. I wouldn't be against it. I mean, it's not like that's a spot that normally gets used, except whenever I do an overreaction where I stick my arms up. Ooh. Woohoo! Yeah, it's definitely an option. I'll look into it. Let's wait for things to bounce out before we go saying anything. Okay. Well then, it is time. Nope. There we go. There we go. It says that it says that I have a stable connection, but this thing is saying I have an unstable connection. Poor network connection detected. That can't be right. Show me, Twitch Inspector. Is this true? How don't... Because I don't believe that's true, at least based off of what I'm seeing. Yes, I authorize and all that. Jeez. How don't... No? Unstable at 2,490 kilobytes per second. What? How does that... What? Unstable event 3.4 minute. But that's not unstable! I just don't understand. Well, I guess I'll learn if somebody shows up in chat and is like, "Hey, the fuck, man? Your stream is all over the place. Do you not realize?" I'm just like, I don't realize. Everything is so confusing. Like life. You're bonkers.
Our ancient world scene, newborn in
All right.
You're from this, aren't you? They say that Taylor Aranfil came back. Let's hope he knows who rules this place as well as the truth.
I forgot that I was here.
Huh?
Okay, she doesn't talk. Yo! Fucking hookah! Who? Okay, never mind. Huh? Aruf? This place is so chillax and cool. Again, I love underground civilizations. Powder desert. Wait, is this exiting? This might be exiting. Uh-oh. This may have not been the right way. I might just have to turn around and go back. Be like, oh, this isn't where I want it to be. Oh no, I'm going back under. The sun is too hot. Have you make decisions, you... Okay. Oh. Okay, then, nope. I'll go back under. One thing I will complain about Enderal is that it seems as though, like, that area seems very, forced. It doesn't feel as though it fits with the rest of Enderal. Like, it would need it would need lore behind it in order for it to fit. I almost had it. I would have gotten it too if it wasn't for that meddling physics. No, come on, let me up. Damn it. Oh no! How do I get back up? Ah, yes, perfect. A ladder. Where am I on the map? Oh. Powder desert. Oh, actually, it seems as though this place does fit. It's not just like a random area like what Skyrim does, where it's like, ah, yes, this place takes up a solid 1 kilometer. It actually seems to take up a good half of the continent, actually. You know what? I dig it. Dunville Prison. What's this area about? Powder desert. Okay.
Keep walking.
Hey, you keep walking.
walking.
You keep walking.
Yeah? What do you want?
You.
Oh, you're not from around here, are you? I know that accent.
No, you don't. You would say something if you knew the accent. This is their tavern? Nope.
Farewell.
Hey, want something to drink?
How's
You
business?
mean, watch the sailors all day long and sell a mug of brandy from time to time business?
Yeah!
You laugh, but since those crazy Nirami soldiers have started swarming this country, it goes better than ever before. People are scared, and they don't dare to go back to their plantations or mines anymore and come to the cavern instead. A sad triumph, though. What is happening to this world? I thought that even if fire starts raining from the sky, Enderal would stay safe forever and a day. Take care.
You're from the surface, aren't you?
Nobody
They
wants
say
to
that
play
you,
card games with me.
Let's hope
Card
he knows
games.
who rules this place as well as the Trichessidan.
Well, I naturally need to go back up there. What? Interesting. There's a prompt and now it's not there. I need to go up there, naturally. Because I saw the notes on the barrel and I want to see what that note has to say. We'll just climb these ladders to victory. Fuck, that's... I just exited the place. Nah. I'm so upset. Throttle guard was polluted. 6136. Okay. Rhetoric not only unlocks additional dialogue options, which often grant. Okay, never mind. might be a good idea for me to increase my rhetoric. But at the same time, Message to you. Idiot, you shall not hesitate, Maxis Tabacus. What? No! Ow! Oh, gosh, ow! Ow! Can I... Ow. I broke my kneecaps. What can I eat to negate this damage? The ice claw is not, I mean, not the ice claw, of course. I get, yeah. Oh, I need to read these books. Yeah, we'll just have some crusty bread. I mean, if it has a nice crunch to it, like, I'm down. I like bread.
Keep walking.
Keep walking. There's no standing here. Keep walking. There's no running. Keep walking. Ah, geez, this place is filled with buzzkills. Hey, Desi. No. 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 Please. I'm sorry. Oh no. Again. Please. Excuse you. Yes, Desi. What is it? You. Please, don't let me fall. Nope, I missed. Good news, I ate some bread, so I should... Yeah, I'm just healing up. Cool. Perfect. Is there a different way up there that I could potentially go? I'll find out. I'm waiting, Desi. I'm waiting. I can't sleep. Bedtime story, please. Once upon a time, there was an ugly barn. I mean, what sort of story are you looking for? I made it. Mister. What? Was there a point to this? I don't think there was an actual point to this, huh? Mister. Oh, damn it. It doesn't even, like, run a shop or anything. This was a waste of my time. Also, for future reference, I can make the entire way just by running. Okay, I need to go back to art. So let's just equip that. Bam. A bedtime story? Once upon a time there was a sleepy sheep in the faraway kingdom of Kanalastool. In the place of Kanalastool, there were several creatures, sheep being one, of course, but there were also monkeys, orangutan, were-badgers, and of course the wolf. Now the wolf did not like the sheep, so the wolf, and the sheep didn't like the wolves either, because the wolves like to eat the sheep, and as is nature's course. Well, the sheep, in the act of trying to stop the wolves from eating them, ended up passing a bill that stopped them. for a
Yes.
while. However, upon doing this, the sheep ended up growing into exponential numbers. 1 sheep, 2 sheep, 3 sheep, 4 sheep, 5 sheep, 6 sheep, a never-ending supply of sheep. Now this normally would not have been such a big deal until the sheep started eating over the grass.
Walk blessed.
Death, having nightmares now? Well, I tried. Enjoy? Enjoy your nightmares. Ho ho! Nah.
They just sit on their asses and hope things settle themselves. Idiots.
Over sheepulation? Yes, exactly. And with the overpopulation of sheep came the issue of all of the grass being eaten away. We're out of grass, as said the sheep, and they looked for people to blame. They, of course, looked at the wolves and said, "You're the ones to blame." The wolves looked at them and said, "No, sheep. We are carnivores. We eat the sheep. You are herbivores. You eat the grass. There is no grass because you ate it all." The sheep looked at them in confuzzlement. Perhaps they were right, they thought. Perhaps with so many of us around, there's just no food to be had, and they would die off anyways. So they end up passing another right with the wolves included, adjusting it to where only saying that the weakest of their population would be eaten as sacrifice to the wolves. The wolves agreed. The end. I probably could keep going on with that. We probably don't need about that much. So the rest of it inside.
Huh? Can I help you?
Leave you with the grassy sheep. Why is the court system so efficient?
Yes.
Primarily because there's only like 6 council members and everyone's scared of the wolves. You see, they allowed the sheep to, you see, the wolves are very crafty. They allowed the sheep to, have this idea that in passing this right to not allow them to be eaten, that the sheep would eventually realize the very faults that would happen upon said actions, and the wolves just went off to eat a whole bunch of other animals. Wolves did 9, sheep 11. Oh. Hi, Scorecab, good to see you. And Rain is good to see you as well. Good evening. I haven't seen you in 2 days. And that was my fault. How you doing today, Rain? What have you been up to?
What are you doing in this part of the city?
I'm no outlander. You're an outmander. Take that. One day you will be goodest at bedtime storytelling. For now, 8.7 out of 10. In all honesty, Desi, I'm okay with that. I am perfectly fine with that. -1 for politics. -0.3 for no castles. Okay. It has been 5 ever, Rain. That should be a castle in bedtime stories. Always? Okay. Sorry that this is going to be sweet. But I'm going now, just thought I would drop by. It's all good, Sean. It's all good. You take care of yourself. Thank you for the 1 bit. I appreciate it. 1 bit is 1 bit, and 1 bit is no longer the 1 bit wonder for reasons. Oh, huh? Read books, explore the ruins, and pay attention to what people... Okay. Press and hold the left mouse button for a short time to find an arrow.
What blessed?
Ah, you. How are things? You look a little...
Best bit, man. Oh yeah, there was the reset. Always. I see, Desi. Well, that contradicts the whole politics things. Castles were made with the entire idea of politics in mind. You know, land was held by people, and they built castles as their strongholds in a show of just how big-willied they were. So a very castle's existence creates a negative impact on the rest of the story because it's assumed that politics are part of it. In fact, it would be better just withhold the politics and the castle.
But that's ridiculous. We have to at least try to negotiate.
You're
You know
ridiculous.
his demands. There's no basis for negotiation.
He has not seen what we have seen. The writings, the memories of the Prophet.
Been
If
working
he
and paying
just
bills.
realized-
How are you doing? Doing
would
pretty
rather
good.
throw away his comb. That had been a mistake. Believe me, I know him.
I donate some plasma
I'm
today.
sure the
as you can
Grand Master has a
see
solution
from
ready.
the bandage.
After all, he was the one who dismissed
I have a tendency to
Korrek's
bleed
attempt
for a long
negotiate
period of
so
time
swiftly.
after donating, so I just
First we wait for the
don't take off the bandage for a good
Shit.
while.
What took
Hey guys,
you so
how's it
long?
going?
And where is Constantine?
Oh, he
That's
did.
a long story.
Castles are cool and pretty, no politics allowed in my good Christian castles. A castle is just a cuter and bigger house.
And those were his final words.
Okay.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, he did.
Simply another victim of the High Ones. If we do not activate the beacon soon, he won't be the last.
Oh, right. The beacon. If it's activated, we'll simply glow the red madness away, won't we? Or maybe we could,
wanna sit
for
in
once
this
in all
chair.
this, do something that actually makes sense.
I wanna sit
and
in this
focus
chair.
our resources on
This is
finding an
better
alchemistical
chair.
or thaumaturgical solution to this problem, rather than
is this
trusting in a
chick?
pile of scrap metal.
Oh, by the prophet's ass, won't you just shut up for a minute? All day long you do nothing but babble, getting on our nerves, and nothing you ever say gets us any closer to a fucking solution.
Fucking.
So why don't you just shove off to one of the bathhouses? Go torture the washerwomen with your never-ending lamentations. That would be helpful for a change.
Damn.
We will take that back.
Come here and make me. I'd be delighted.
Blasphemy.
Guard your
This
tongue,
is
wild
blasphemy.
mage, or...
Or what? Are you gonna kill me? That's what you do best, you and your fucking order.
Silence! You are angry, Lishari Pegast, and I understand why.
Jaspar's
But
just
in the
like, I
moment you
want
let that
nothing to
anger
do with this
destroy this
situation.
alliance, Firespark's sacrifice will have been in vain. Is that what you want? Is that what you want?
No.
I will eat your boob.
Good. I am tired of this endless bickering. We have a responsibility, and we will fulfill it.
Well said, Aranthio. And how exactly do you think we are going to do that?
Ah, yes,
Without the
I too
sources,
am also
the beacon
here.
is as worthless as a heap of rusty iron.
Go play Animal Crossing, Desi. Tell me how it goes. Build a castle in Animal
Novice,
Crossing.
Tell Commander Aaron to join us. We need to plan the defense of the land. You, Prophet, will come to me as soon as you have recovered. Now, let us get to work.
In all honesty, I've already recovered. It's... Leave the Emporium? Oh, okay, I'm forced to leave.
Please, Tilor. Jorik is right. A war with
The
Nen.
sun be praised you've made it. Constantine. He didn't deserve this.
I
just
mean,
not
he
fair.
went off without us. No, he's not.
Someone is gonna pay for it. I'll see to that. I have to talk to you as soon as possible. It's about the seal in that letter we found on the mercenaries in Old Rashengrad.
That's not
I
at all
believe I'm
what
onto
that said.
something.
Really? Well?
Their client is from
really?
Enderal. From Ark, to be more precise.
Huh.
Let's not talk here, though. Meet me in the Dancing Nomad.
Dancing
I'll be in the first room upstairs, right at the end of the
Nomad.
staircase. And hurry.
Very well, I'll meet you after I've spoken with Aranthiel.
Yes. See you there.
You got anything to say, Jaspar? He's just like, no, I'm just fascinated with this shit. Actually, I'm very fascinated with that pillar over there. I mean, look at it. It's got a gargoyle on it. It's so different from the other 3 pillars. Oh, hello. You're also here. Are you looking at the pillar too? It's a mighty fine pillar. If you look just slightly to the right of it, there's a picture of Princess Leia. These are people of culture, they are. And man, do I enjoy it. I would totally bang Princess... Oh, wait. Are you listening in? I don't care. I'd bang you so hard, Princess Leia. You were the first and only good female protagonist in the Star Wars franchise. Unless we are counting the Clone Wars series. Ahsoka was also pretty good. But you were the first. What? Okay, I'll just leave. I'll just leave. Insert Pillarman. Oh. The fact that I managed to make like a 1-minute skit off of just a person looking back and forth. Honestly, I'm pretty proud of myself. Okay, we're gonna go back inside and we're gonna confront and be like, I wish to confront you about this Trushian. And be like, hey, go away. Who are you?
We don't even know what this thing does, let alone if it will work. If you start a war only because of that damn machine, it means putting the lives of thousands at risk, only because of some vague idea.
Sup,
This
bitches.
is ludicrous, Taylor. It's entirely the man I knew would never have acted like this.
Yes, because that man is dead.
Who are you? Who are
I've
you?
made
Who are
decisions
you?
driven by fear and selfishness before, and they were always wrong. I will not let that happen again. Seriously, Natar. Stop acting as if this were about reason. You're
Wait.
just afraid of making sacrifices for what you believe in. You always were.
Sacrifices. This is about your damn pride, T-Lord. Nothing else.
T-Lord. How's it going, T-Lord? T-Lord. T-Lord. I want chai. It's all I want. I want chai. I had chai latte, what was it, last week for the first time. Or, it was like a chai latte espresso or something like that. It was really good, but at the same time I was like, because I really am not a big fan of coffee. I'll drink it for like the necessity of the caffeine, but I don't enjoy it. And so like, it was a interesting experience, to say the least. What was that about? Your argument with Natara on the Emporium.
Irrelevant. This madman, Koarek. He has completely reshuffled the cards. Now we not only have to deal with the High Ones, but also with him and his fanatics. However, there's also good news. You have probably seen it already.
That would not be true. You managed to reconstruct the beacon?
Physically, yes. And we also know how it works now, and how it can put an end to the cycle.
Do tell. How?
It is easier than we thought. The beacon was constructed for one thing, to destroy the High Ones. Once reconstructed, infused with energy and activated, lit, as the Pyreans called it, it can banish the High Ones from this plane of existence.
That's lit, fam. And here I thought things were gonna be complicated.
It is complicated if you try to understand how it works. You know that the High Ones are not made of flesh and blood as we are. Essentially, they can be compared to the cold or to shadows. Omnipresent elements, yet we cannot touch them. Energy, if you will. However, there is a counterpart to each energy. Cold and fire.
Oh, no, you don't.
Shadow and light. The High
You
Ones
lay down.
and the beacon.
You're not gonna lay down, are you? Do you mean that the beacon is some kind of counterpart to what the High Ones are?
Yes. Imagine a torch driving away the darkness in the moment it is
Oh, okay.
ignited. This is
You have
can
gotten
do,
closer now, I
except
see.
that the banishing will be permanent.
That sounds good. So what's keeping us from lighting it? Sharim mentioned sources.
Yes, as I said, it needs to be infused with energy before it can be lit. I take it you have noticed the 3 sockets on its base. They are what it draws its power from. Once they are filled, the beacon can be ignited and the High Ones will be undone, once and for all. At least, if the old writings are true. The only thing left for us to find out is what these
He's
energy
slowly
sources
falling down
are.
the stairs.
We are close. Give the Arcanists some more time and I will let you know if there's any news. In the meantime, get equipped accordingly. Some of the Neremes have landed already, and outbreaks of the Red Madness become more and more frequent as we speak.
Oh, okay. Is there nothing we can do against the Red Madness? Distribute some of the sigil stone shards among the people,
No,
maybe?
There are not enough, and we must keep the few there are in our possession, in case anything unexpected should happen. The only thing we can do to stop the madness is to destroy the High Ones as soon as possible.
Yeah, man, like, we should just destroy the human race. What? Dude, why would we want to do that? Like, they make the best snacks. Yeah, but think about it, man. What if another civilization comes around and they got better snacks? Shit. You right, fam, you right. The Truchessa mentioned something about what happened in Kara. What do you mean by that?
Well, it's only fair to tell you. You've always been honest to me, so I will do the same.
I would hope so.
Have you ever heard of the Night of the Thousand Fires?
Nope.
Between 8,192 and 8,202, there was an underground movement in Kira called the Red Half Moon. They were brought into being by a group of intellectuals and philosophers who, under all the freedom of thought Saldrine granted them, started questioning the reign of the Golden Queen, and thus the Lightborn themselves.
Freedom of thought that Saldrine granted them. What do you mean by that?
Saldrine saw himself as the god of knowledge, and accordingly, he reigned his country.
I like gods
In
of knowledge.
Kira, no opinion is forbidden, which is why it is home to countless magic schools and universities, where people do nothing but discuss the reason for being all day long. An appealing thought if you hear it for the first time. But a cunning people isn't easy to reign. There have been more revolts and riots in Kira than bones in a graveyard, and the Red Half Moon was the worst of them.
So this Red Half Moon tried to end the reign of the gods, just like your son did, correct?
Correct. Just as my son did. But other than him, they fought like cowards. Terror dust crystals planted in the marketplaces and assassinations, you name it. If they killed innocents, they blamed the Golden Queen. And if they killed her soldiers, they celebrated themselves as liberators. However, they never succeeded in putting her down, and neither did she in destroying them, which is why the court turned to the Lightborn for help. A division of the Holy Order led by me, a young keeper of barely 30 winters.
Oh, okay. Measuring your age in winters, that's fine. Why did you have to come all the way from Enderal? Didn't the Order have a bastion on Kira?
None to be taken seriously.
Oh,
you
okay.
know, not everywhere is the Order as present as here on Enderal, or as it once was on Naren. In Kira, we were ridiculed. I saw the Kiranian keepers who served the Golden Queen. A bunch of decadent gluttons who had dedicated themselves to the court's banquets rather than to the will of the gods. They were pathetic.
They needed to learn how to suck cock better. But no, they kept yelling at me, saying I'm not gay. Well, I put them in their place. Right underneath me. Ha ha ha.
I see, so what happened?
After our arrival, we received an anonymous tip on where one of the half-moon spaces was supposed to be located, in a small coastal village. As we entered it, we were greeted by the township's elders, and the villagers themselves had gathered behind them. You should have seen how they stared at us, as if we were plunderers. I should have seen by then that something was wrong.
How come the villagers feared you? Didn't they know that you had been sent by their queen?
Yes, but if there was one thing the Red Half Moon was good at, it was sowing lies. According to them, we were nothing but butchers who executed everyone unable to recite the Revelation word for word.
Let me guess, the entire thing was a trap.
That's
And
what they
trap.
wanted us to
It was
think.
and trap.
And they did a good job at that. A veiled person here, an archer on the rooftops there.
I keep getting something stuck in my eye. This is awful.
They bested us in numbers, and they had kettled us. Then a man seemed to charge at us, and I gave the order to draw weapons. It was just the spark they needed.
We'll see if I'm still breathing. It came to a fight.
No, not a fight. A massacre. The villagers had pitchforks and shepherd staffs, and we had shadow steel swords. Let alone the fact that we were
shadow
trained
steel.
warriors. I realized that I had made a mistake a split second after it started, but it was too late by then. My men, they slaughtered them all, like pigs. At the end of the day, 300 people were dead, and only 10 of them were keepers.
What, and you couldn't do anything at all to stop the fight?
Have you ever been in a big battle? Even if my men...
Yes!
The villagers were blinded with rage and panic. No. From the moment I gave the order, it was too late.
So, the Red Half Moon set all this up. I get it. But why? Why would they want an entire village slayed?
Well, what better proof of
Who
the
is
Lightborn's
slayed?
cruelty is there than a division of keepers who, out of pure wickedness, slaughtered an entire village, women, children included.
Can actually move
If
my
the
arm.
people had already
This feels
distrusted us
great.
before that distrust had turned into hatred, then nothing could have changed that. Not even the Golden Queen's heralds. We set sail back to Enderal a week later. 2 years after that, the Red Half Moon destroyed itself due to infighting. Ironic, isn't it?
You just a little bit.
You panicked and things got out of control. There's no shame in that.
Maybe. The Lightborn and the Grandmaster back at that time showed the compassion I wouldn't grant myself. But I learned one thing, and that is that I will never again let fears about my own life influence my decisions. What happened in Kiro was the consequence of my own cowardice and my unwillingness to give my life for a just cause. That will never happen again.
Just cause. Okay.
There's something I need to tell you. Back on the Half Moon Island, the Howans told me something there.
What?
They said, bitch.
Hey, how's it going, Ox? Good to see ya. How you doing today?
Daniel Coy sees himself as one of the emissaries to the Messiahs.
Really? That's interesting.
Indeed.
Provided this is true, that means that the emissaries aren't just people who fight the cleansing. They are people who fight for it too. And that also means that whoever granted us our powers and our purpose isn't...
Don't really hang tonight, but I want to say hi. Well, I always appreciate it, Ox. Thank you so much. It was very sweet of you to stop by and just say hi. I always enjoy it. So thank you for that. I did it? What did you do, Desi? Not necessarily. The High Ones also said that Keorik is wrong and that he isn't really an emissary, and neither are you.
I beg your pardon.
Well, according to the High Ones, Keorik only thinks himself an emissary because he wants to feel important.
What? And the same goes for me? That's ridiculous. They wanted to deceive you, to sow discord. I saw the threat the cleansing posed before anyone else did. And without me, we would have never come that far. Something changed inside me since I fled from my prison. I feel it. And it is the same thing that made you a part of all this.
Desi is loved.
Now, enough of this.
Well, so you're just gonna brush it off? You were in prison for a very long time, weren't you? 30 years?
Why do you ask?
Where were you kept prisoner?
In an old temple in the northern
I played Animal Crossing and also hatched a Pokemon. Living my best life. Hells yeah.
It after the battle.
Nicely done, Desi.
Ironic, I know.
I can't imagine 30 years of imprisonment didn't leave any scars.
What are you getting at?
Everyone loves Desi. But does Desi love Desi? You want me to trust you in your leadership. It's only fair that I learn more about you as a person.
Fair point. But in the future, just be upfront. I do not like such veiled remarks.
I will punch you.
Yes, my time in the prison was harsh.
With the summoning.
Hunger, the degradation, to name the most obvious.
Mood.
The worst, however, was the
with the missing leg.
Ironically enough, that was the last thing I had expected, you know. From all the suffering there is, it seems so banal. But it isn't. You either find ways to cope with it, or it breaks you. Fortunately, I managed to do the former. For me, it was memories of the time
Desi is a
before
dummy,
my
still a cute dummy.
The prospect of what
Fair
would come
enough.
after it. They were my window into the outer world, so to speak.
Sure.
They reminded me that I was more than this deprived creature I had become in those dungeons.
Figures. How did it feel to be free again?
Strange. Everything seemed too bright, too unreal. I especially felt that in the cloister with Narazul's mages. I had difficulty talking to other people, and whenever I did, it felt as if the others were like wax figures. Like some cruel joke put in front of my eyes in order to mock me.
Sleepy. If you have to, Desi, go to bed. Yeah, you need the sleep. You need the sleep. And what's it like now? Or, what's it like now?
Better. Our mission. my responsibility here as a leader. It has helped me to find my way back into the real world.
Actually, I'm surprised you went straight back to the Order after all that has happened. It's a lot of responsibility to take on after such trauma.
What would have been the alternative? A life as a fisherman.
Hey, that wouldn't be so
If
bad.
The things I had to live through taught me one thing, then it was how important it is for me to be right here, right now, doing what I do. In fact, this is precisely
Really
what is
needy
missing
right
in the
now.
world. People who do not let the whims of fate break their resolve. Now, enough of this. We have business to attend to.
My eye is just so fucked up today, apparently. It's just one of those days. This girl needs holded. I mean, if that's a solution, Desi, I guess. Just, yeah, I guess. As well, right? And also hot cacao. It's so cold. It's so cold. The disciplined blade dancer teaches you skills and talent. Okay.
The prodigy, huh?
There's Souls Part 3.
Apparently we owe you for the shards of this signal stone.
Yeah, I should probably go talk with
Never
the person. I should probably go talk with the person. My heart, a block of ice. That is not true at all. Jeff! How's it going, my dude? What are you up to? Part of me wants to play something that is not Enderal, but at the same time, I know if I move on to anything else, I'm going to forget about Enderal. That'll never finish it. Yo, how's it going, Sakarish?
I heard about what happened on that
Kalia.
island. It's a wonder you and that mercenary made it back alive. But
Some
war,
Overwatch
it just
tryouts?
seems
Arf?
so unreal.
Overwatch
How
tryouts?
has it come to
The fuck
this?
is that?
Now we not only have to fight these high ones, but also some fanatic who thinks he knows best.
I mean, yeah. Kyorik seems so convinced that what he's doing is right. It's almost as if the High Ones are using it.
If they are, then maybe we were foolish to think that the Red Madness is the only weapon at their disposal.
There's tryouts for an
Tell me,
Overwatch
Sierra,
team that's
how is it
going
possible
into an
that our
open
beliefs
division
about what's
tournament.
best for
Oh,
mankind
I
are
see.
so different?
I hope you're able to
Why
make
are we
it, my
so
dude.
eager to
I
be at
believe
each
in
other's
you.
throats?
Violence often seems like an easy answer, particularly if times are hard as they are right now.
Suffering leads to more suffering. Yes, that makes sense.
Indeed.
You know what I find so hard to understand?
What?
Why there are so few people who actually care. It's the people who feel the need to change something like you and I do. There are moments I just feel so
Now kiss.
powerless. As if we all know that if we keep going like this, we're headed for a catastrophe.
Thank you, Duke. Oh, well,
But instead of
fuck me
changing
then.
course, we just stand by and watch. Do you know the feeling?
Well, I don't know what to do with my life now, Desi. Now that I am not the favoritist. You mean you don't understand why so many people are so disinterested?
Yes. I mean, is it so hard to see that this world could be such
So
a better
many
place
hearts.
if we'd only care a tiny bit more about something other than what's happening in front of our doorsteps? You understand what I'm trying to say, don't you? You know that feeling too.
I guess. I do, yes, but I stopped agonizing over it.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah, you
Whenever I
probably
think
could.
about it, I find it so hard not to get angry. Take all those upper city snobs with their colorful garments and exotic perfumes.
Yeah, and?
They could put all that money to such good use if only they wanted to, but no, they don't. Because they just don't give a damn about the poor.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sometimes I imagine going down there, grabbing one of them by the collar and dragging them down into the Undercity. And there I'd force them to see, just for once. But even that probably wouldn't help.
Nope.
I guess we only care about the things that directly affect us.
Yep.
Who fights against poverty if he's never suffered from it?
What are you dying of, Orange? You do, and that's admirable.
No, it's not. It should be what everyone does. And once
okay.
again, you've had to listen to another
I'm dying from
deluge of
death?
my whining.
I see.
I guess I'm just not a person for pleasantries. Sorry.
Don't be. I actually think the world could use more people like you.
Saira, I have to ask you something. You said these things to me. Why?
Things?
Compliments. Comments that you... I don't know how to put it.
Oh, is this the romance moment?
Pathlessness, wherever you look. Where is this?
Because I like you, is that a problem?
No, but
She appreciates
I
that.
just don't think that's a good idea.
Why not?
I'm not made for things like that. I've never felt the need for them, and honestly, I think it's dangerous. At least for me.
Yeah, you kind of turn into a shadow being whenever you're upset. Like, and that's gonna be a real problem when I forget to put up the dishes. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Never felt the need to. You're saying you've never had feelings for
No,
someone?
Never.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just don't get it. Why do you think we shouldn't pursue this?
Because
Okay.
you know
You have
a lot
convinced
about
me.
Saira, and I appreciate our
How do I get food?
contact, which is the only reason I just
Photosynthesize.
told you all of this. So please respect my wishes. Let's leave it at that for now. We've still got a lot to do. The first of Quarak's ships will reach shore soon, and we have to be prepared.
Indeed. I am going to be your most powerful ally with my magic. Blah, blah. Make someone else do it. Bringing you one mango. Hold up. Just one. Is it a full mango, Desi, or is it like a mango slice? Photosynthesis. 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 Did it work? We could share a mango, I guess. I like mango. Mango is one of those fruits where it's like it's nice and juicy without like making a mess. I love fruits like that. Like strawberries. Bananas to an extent, as long as you don't take them out of the peel. Once you take them out of the peel, especially if you like place it down the counter, it's like, now it's got like 5 hairs and is covered in dirt, and all I did was place it on the counter, and I just cleaned the counter. Just how? And then the counter has like banana residue on it, and you're just like, no! I gotta throw away the banana, and then I gotta clean the counter again.
Sir?
You will not share the mango you don't have with me. I mean, I'm fine with that. It's your mango. You do with it as you wish. I ain't gonna force you.
How am I supposed to pay that much?
Photosynthesis. Well, go ahead and place it into the Twitch clips, Orange. Might as well. Can't eat bananas, not cut into bits. Oh yeah, that's the thing about you, Desi. It has to be like diced. You have to like dice bananas.
Yes.
Oh, right.
The Whisperwood and see what you can find.
Speaking of God damn it, you only play card game. I don't give a fuck about the card game. I like the dice game. Oh, damn it. What the?
Prophet, are you in there? Kirash, what? Why? What have you done?
The fuck you mean? I just walked in here. Because it's the same strange coincidence you're here.
Watch your tongue, Shari. Be glad that the blood is already dry, or else you'd be nothing but a pile of bones by now.
Yeah, bring it, bitch. I'll fuck
Forgive
you up.
Me. I just can't believe it. Anyone but Lashari?
Well, that sucks. She was probably the only character I actually enjoyed.
A good woman. We both know that we're not involved in this. So please tell me why you and Lashari wanted to meet up here. Were the two of you close? It's been a while since there was a man at Lashari's side.
Oh. No, it wasn't like that.
So why?
Seems there's a traitor in Nox, someone from among our own ranks. Lashari wanted to tell me who was behind the assault at Old Rushing.
What? Then this bastard got wind of it. Oh, Kirash, Lashari, why the secrecy?
Is Lashari my wife? She is.
Left a clue. We have to search.
No, that's the one you like, Desi. Yeah, the one that was thick. Suspicious cap dust bottle.
What's this? Let me see. Yes, this could be our clue.
Yeah. A glimmer dust bottle? Couldn't that belong to Lashari?
No, certainly not. But come to think about it, it doesn't really help us either. There are so many dust addicts in Ark, it would take years just to count.
My brand.
Oh, by the name of the sun.
Lily?
I will inform the order.
Noted, Orange. Then? That's it?
No, it's not. Believe me. We will find this son of a whore. And he is going to pay for what he did.
Well? Crap. She just wanted to sleep in her underwear. Is that too much to ask? Who does that? The path is the holy scripture of the Enderalians, and its 101 verses are the spiritual guidelines for any path-abiding citizens. Love how it won't let you sleep in the bed. Yep, it's like, it's owned. I'm just like, she's dead! You know quite a lot about magic. Care to share your insight on how it works?
Are you asking me to teach you? From what I've heard, you know magic as if you've studied it for centuries. But sure, why not? What do you... Shh, Sinistra. That is mostly
I have already heard about this stuff, actually. Okay, bye, my friend.
Human psyche and the forces of life and death.
You've never heard someone say son of a whore? I've used it a few times. Not common, however, primarily just because I don't really say too much cursing, like, at all anymore. I don't do insults very much anymore. I'm just too sensitive when it comes to insults. Hey, Bugaboo. How you doing today, Bugaboo? What's up? What have you been up to? What have you been up to, Leru? Hiya. Desi, stop trying to karate chop Bugaboo. Hiya! And everybody's having a ball. I've been sleeping literally all day. It's been a weird day. Today, honestly, I get that. Today is a very weird day. It's one of those days where it's like, for me, I felt stressed out all day, and I really don't have too much reason to be. I just felt really stressed out. I'll go do things if you go do things, Lily. I'll think about it. I'll go things if you do things, and we will do things together, whether the weather be rainy or sunny.
Huh. You're the one that called it.
Too lazy to get the foods. But I'm also hunger. Fucking get the food. Get the food! I don't know, have like a bologna sandwich. Guys, I will give a congratulations to the first person who can guess what country bologna comes from.
Ah, greetings. Of course.
If it isn't the Prophet, what's wrong? You look troubled.
Only a little bit. Sorry, she's dead. Someone murdered her.
I know. Shah Rim has already told me. I hardly knew her, but it's horrible. Different ideologies or not, she was a fine young mage, and her knowledge of the Pyreans was impressive. We need to find the ones who did this.
I'm terrible about being
But
stressed.
you probably already know that.
Ding, ding, ding.
I think
Orange
Malfoy
got
just had
it.
a breakthrough with the beacon.
Comes from Italy.
Like most sun priests are.
If let me see.
By blood, and yet he made it to their
I
commander?
think I have the name of the city right. I think it's Boulogne or something. I can't quite remember, but yeah, if you look up
Started this war against the Ishian.
Why?
it's not named Bologna, but it's like Boulogne or something. Can't remember. Hi, PewDiePie. How you doing today? What have you been up to? Good to see ya. Sleep o'clock. Are you going to bed now, Desi? Okay. Have a good night, Desi. Thank you for stopping by. You take care of yourself, okay? Bye. Yes, Uslan told me about that. Does that mean we now know what's missing?
At least as far as the sockets go, yes. In the old tablets you found in old Dothugrad, there's talk of black embers, which are supposed to be some kind of energy supply for the machine.
Actually called Bologna? Oh, cool. I did not know.
But anyway, thanks for helping me out.
Okay, I thought it was just Bologna or something. But it's actually Bologna. Black embers. Any clue as to what those could be?
This is what we've been asking ourselves over the past few weeks. And then it fell like pelt from our eyes.
So I'm doing
The
okay,
Pyreans
PewDiePie.
were talking about
I was
the
stressed
black
today for no
pearls.
reason, but that was the
Old
thing.
jewels, sometimes known as blackstones.
Where is this?
They appeared for the first time in the Golden Era, and every self-important noble literally fought to get one in his possession. Apparently they originated
Desi.
from Stormwind, the old city in the heart of Arctwind. They changed owners for decades, sometimes by violence, sometimes by gold. The whole thing only stopped when the owners took note of an undesirable side effect, if you like.
Fair enough. Let me guess, these stones were somehow cursed.
No, at least not with any known magic. And that's what's so strange about it. Nevertheless,
Boulogne?
all of their owners
Okay.
eventually shared the
So
same
it is
fate.
pronounced Boulogne.
Countess
Okay.
Katua from Nerim, for example, whose castle burnt down to its foundations. According to a survivor of this tragedy, she was to blame for that. He
But
claimed
spelled-
that he saw
but
her
it's
the night it
spelled
happened, laughing
Boulogne.
hysterically,
Okay.
dancing in the
So
dining
it-
room, and
awesome.
summoning waves of fire all around her.
So I was right. It's
She was
just
not
the
previously
spelling is
known to have
stupid.
any magical talent in her.
So these jewels somehow gave their owners magical powers.
Correct. Plus, all of them eventually showed similar symptoms of delusion, like those possessed by the Red Madness do. A peculiar coincidence, if you ask me.
Nah, I'm sure it's normal. That's one way to put it. What happened once word got out in the public that the stones were cursed?
Not quite.
Those who owned the pearl tried to get rid of it, or lock it up somewhere safe.
Desi's
Eventually
rubbing
they
off on
fell
you.
into oblivion.
Tell her to stop.
Tell him your theory, Archmagister.
Yeah, tell me your theory,
Yes,
Archmagister.
of course.
Sorry, but I don't really see what you're
We
I'll just
believe
stand
the
behind the
stones
counter.
carry energy, pure, uncontrolled magic, and that the High Ones use them for their own purposes.
You mean the High Ones use these pearls to yawn like a fucking asshole in the middle of a sentence? Okay. These pearls to deliberately drive people into madness?
Correct. The pearls' magic make their owners powerful, but the High Ones befoul them, so to speak. Like a poisoned potion. I know it sounds odd, but the parallels are too striking to ignore. The red shimmer in the victim's eyes, the slow descent into madness, and ultimately this irrational, destructive act of violence.
Okay. But all of this happened centuries ago, didn't it? I thought the High Ones only appeared just before the cleansing.
That's what we thought too, but it seems we were wrong. Maybe the High Ones never leave our planes at all, even after the cleansing. Maybe they're even part of this world, just like the tides or the elements. And the death of the gods is only what really sets them rolling, so to speak.
But what do the High Ones get out of it? Why would they do that?
That's a question I've been asking myself since we first learned of the cycle. Who knows? Maybe they like for us to suffer. Or maybe they see us as we see ants, whose lives simply mean nothing. Or maybe the very concept of intentions is meaningless to them.
I see. You think that the magic of these black stones could give the beacon the energy it needs?
That's what we think, yes. Nothing else in this world possesses that much raw power.
Which is why you will find them for us.
Okay. You couldn't have said that any more ominous. You know this, right? But if the High Ones poison these stones, isn't it dangerous to bring them here?
Because we know what we are dealing with.
Sure you do.
Unlike those who fell victim to the stones.
Sure.
Imagine them as a powerful, magical sword. A fool won't know how to wield it and will eventually cut himself with it. A seasoned warrior, however, can use its power for his purposes.
Yeah, but this is fucking magic, my dude.
That we will be careless with them.
Hope he knows what he's doing.
What we need is their energy, and once we have transferred that to the beacon, their shells will be useless to the High Ones.
In other words, without the energy of these stones, the beacon is useless.
Correct.
Okay. And how exactly are we supposed to find them? Didn't you say that they are scattered all over Vin?
That's right.
Vin.
But we don't need all of them. The beacon has 3 sockets, and that is how many of the stones we will acquire.
Yes.
Archmagister.
Yes, that just might work. I studied the history of the pearls as a young arcanist, and I think that my notes might give you some hints as to where you should start looking. Give me
I
until
like
tomorrow.
his clothes.
By then I will have prepared the relevant excerpts.
I bet he's gonna be dead by tomorrow. Alright, anything else I should know?
Just come to me whenever you have questions.
And hurry. I take it you have already noticed this, but Nerimi's troops are roaming our land and building outposts.
Oh, are they?
And the Red Madness is also getting worse as we speak. Now go, Prophet. The sooner we find these stones, the better.
Just show me where.
Yes?
How's the reconstruction
finding
going?
out about the Blackstones was definitely a great step forwards. But still, we're left with a myriad of questions. Sometimes I feel pathetic, to be honest.
I want his monocle.
Like a child, asked to understand
How do you think
the
he keeps it
function of
on his
a star in an
eye?
airship.
Yes, it makes sense.
Well, I guess we could do that.
I do? Thought I had gotten rid of it by now. But yes, I'm originally from Nerim. Just like you, as I've heard.
Shh. Hey, you tell me.
I don't know. Probably because I don't have very fond memories of my time there. You know,
Fair.
if someone would have told you 20 years
Super
ago
glue?
that one day I would be the Archmagister of the Holy Order, you'd have probably laughed in his face. It's absurd just to think of it. You know, I was a slave there.
What sort of slave? Wink wonk.
Yes, you see, I was born into a traveling group of Aeterna minstrels. I never got to know my father, though, and living that way was hard. So my mother eventually decided to burn all bridges behind us and start over. Sorry, I'm babbling. I don't want to bother you with my boring stories.
Oh no, it's quite fine. I was the one who asked. You're not boring me. What happened to you and your mother after you went away?
After some days on the road, we met a traveling merchant who gave us a ride to the next village. A small one named Sildren in the Salathan forest. It seemed almost perfect at the beginning. The The place was quiet, and my mother found herself a job as a weaver in the local count's castle.
Oh, that's nice.
One day, however, the count simply stopped paying her. And, well, when she asked for the reason, he told her that we were his property from that moment on. Just like that.
Oh. He just made you his slaves. Is that even possible?
Why wouldn't it be? We were just a woman and a young son, and he owned both the land and the local guard. We had to serve this Creole, that was the count's name, for 9 years. It was horrible.
And no one came to help you?
No. No one. We
Well,
weren't the
that's
only
sad.
slaves he kept, and the villagers were too afraid to do anything. As for Chancellor Baratheon's armies, well, I'd be surprised if they even knew Sildren existed.
I'm sorry to hear that, so how did you manage to get
Pure
away?
luck, I suppose. One day, an Enderalian merchant and his escort passed through the village. They were on their way to Waverock to catch a ship from there. And just by coincidence, he saw me crushing some herbs I had found in the forest. That's what I did in the little spare time I had, you know. The Salathan forest is so incredibly rich with plants, you have no idea. What I didn't know was that I had found an entire sheaf of God's tongue. That impressed the merchant so much that he simply bought me.
What about your mother?
He left her there. Believe me, what he did had nothing to do with mercy. He just saw that there was money to be made off of me. I cried and protested, of course, but 2 months later, our ship arrived in Ark, where he got infected with flesh maggots and died shortly thereafter.
Thank goodness.
Luckily enough, he was a sublime. And since his relatives didn't know what to do with me once he was dead, they simply asked the Order to grant me the novitiate, which they did. How the left path sounds crazy when I tell it like that, and it probably is. But back then, it just happened.
Okay. And what of your mother? Did you ever find what happened to her?
I tried, but as you can imagine, my obligations made my options to do so very limited. Only recently, however, word reached me from a mercenary whom I sent over. According to him, Creole is dead, and his castle was deserted. But who knows if he just said that to appease me. I think when all of this is over, I might ask the Grandmaster for permission to travel there myself. And then, who knows? By the righteous path, now I really am babbling. I am sure a man like you has better things to do than listen to the stories of a boring old chronicler. I should probably get back to business. Forgive me.
I like him. He has the same hairstyle as me, and the same blood type.
That's beyond me.
Don't ask me how I know the blood type. He just gives off that vibe. That, you know, that AB negative vibe. I like food. What you have in orange? Well, I guess I'll go kill something. I just like it. Oh. Noted. I don't know why. I swear this game fucking drains me of my health. I swear it. Because I can be awake all fucking day, and then I'll start playing this game and I'm immediately tired. I don't know what the fuck that's about. It pisses me off to no extent, though. Like... dadgummit! Yeah. I'm just trying to play this game and complete it, and that's it. I guess it doesn't help that, what, we're an hour and 13 minutes in, and literally all of that has been dialogue.
Watch yourself.
That's probably a big chunk of it.
This time of the day.
It's just like, here, allow us to tell you something else. It's like, I don't want no more. I want to go. Please let me leave. Please. It's just, I don't, but, again, even when I'm playing it normally and I avoid all of the dialogue and it's actually like an action-packed thing, I still end up getting tired, and I have no idea as to why that is the case. I have food for pizza, we'll fix it. I should pick up Fable the Lost Chapters. I think it's only like $2.50 on Steam right now. Like, I'd be so down to play that. I was a huge fan of Fable back when it first came out on the Xbox, the original Xbox, actually. I still have a nice fondness for Fable 2 as well. Fable 3, meh. I don't have food for pizza, Jeff. Fair enough. I don't have food for pizza. Where I live, we trade off our mangoes for an equal amount of pizza, which is slightly smaller. Countryman, Falgore. Oh my goodness, that is quite a ways away. In fact, seeing as how far away that is, I should actually just take a, I should just pick up a ride. It's gonna make this a lot quicker. This is what, Fogville? But Fogville isn't actually a habitable location. I'll just have to find a good spot that is near there that I can use. Harbor? Nobles Quarters? I think it's the harbor that had the thing at it. It was either the harbor or like just inside the harbor. I can't remember. I'll figure it out. So be pie. What have you been up to today? Like, what? You know what? Scratch that. Instead, I'm going to ask, what have you eaten today? What sort of foodstuffs have you partaken in? Tell me, have you had any Vegemite? Was it filling?
Yes.
Fishing lodge. Fair. Okay. I should just have to travel inside right here, I think. Then the thing is like around. I don't know.
An Obolus, my sir, please.
It's really hard to find places in Ark because so many of the areas are simultaneously the same and not the same. They look similar, but they're completely different.
Walk blessed.
Yes, there we go. Right up there. Okay, it's South Quarter. South Quarter is the place with the Myred. I don't know if I could get fast travel to the Myred from the sign either, but I'll think about it.
Yes. Yes.
And hold on, let me take a look, because I can't imagine I can actually go into Fogville. But there is the Frostcliff Tavern location. We can go to that.
Sure.
I don't know, Fogville is a travelable location. We'll go to the Frostcliff Tavern, though. You can cure your disease at priests and temples and chapels. But you wanna know what you can't cure? Stupidity. It's just not possible. Awesome, I have discovered this location that has been here. And gained 40 XP. Or sorry, EP.
So much to do.
Okay. So let's go kill this thing if we can. And we'll see what happens. I only know of 2 friendly locations right now. Like 2 actual... unless you want to count that tavern, in which case I guess it's 3 friendly locations out in Enderal. Apparently everything just sucks here. Ah yes, the pink trees. Soon the apocalypse will be here. Remember, if your trees ever turn pink, it means it's a sign of the apocalypse. Uh oh, that's a crash. I know what a crash sounds like in this game by this point, and that's a crash. Hello, I'm back. Welcome back, Orange. We just had a crash just before you got back. I blame you. I blame this amazing border that is around me. It's not amazing, it's very simplistic. But then again, I'm a huge fan of simple. Sound effects for the Myred. It sounds as though they got two turtles fucking in order to get its noise. Not sure though.
Sir? Yes? Good evening. Sure. Where?
You! I need flight! To the tavern. I also blame me. I'm glad we're on the same page, Orange. Thank goodness. Oh goodness, I'm feeling a little out of it, actually. Of course, then again, my niece did decide to wake me up at like 8 o'clock, and I normally am asleep until at least 11. Normally. And she didn't really let me go back asleep, so I was like, yeah, I'll just, So, you know, I was having this wonderful time, I was dreaming, just get the fuck out of here. Having a great time, and then she was like,
Uncle Fafu, I want your tablet.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing in my room? I unlocked the door because, like, because I want to make sure that if she needs something, she can actually come and get me, but I don't know. Like, when you get woken up by a kid early in the morning, it's just like a, God damn it. Can't you provide for yourself? And they're like, you can't even provide for yourself, bitch. How do you expect me to do that? I'm just like, ah, damn it, they got me. They've burned me. Well, I best go grab them some food and drink. You're up this way. What food did you get? For my niece? I don't remember. I know today I've had, what, chili? That's not right. What? Ow. Stop it. Oh, stop it. Think I got him there? So yeah, what have I had today? I had chili today. I had a sandwich. Actually, I had two sandwiches. I had one Subway sandwich. After I donated plasma, I was like, I need something to fix myself. So, and, yeah, I ate the thing. Just gonna eat that soul. It's mine now. Okay. What do we think we're gonna find up here? What do you guys have in mind?